Hey, good morning, folks. It's Don Weber Forest Recovery, down here in the woods. Remember, this channel, primary purpose of it is for recovery from mental illness, and the primary way that I do that is working in the woods and recovering wood out of the forest and helping the forest to recover from not so great forestry management. So I want to take you on a little journey today. One of the most important things about recovery is your wellness, and for me, one of the absolutely most important elements of wellness is my environment. So the woods is my environment, and I'm going to take you on a little walk here this morning to show you what I've done. I got a little patch of woods here at my house, and I'm going to show you what I've done to make my environment a little better. So here's one thing for making my environment a little better. There's a tree guy just down the road, took down 3 trees, and I saw him, talked to him, and he brought me all this wood. So that's mine to cut up and make firewood out of. So here's the environment I want to show you here this morning, how I made my environment better. Okay, so this is a little patch of woods we got. I don't even know if it's an acre. It's a lot of very thick locust in here, and that's what, you know, if any forest management could be done here in this piece of woods, it's taking out some of these locusts. They're just too thick. Take out some of the mature ones, crooked ones. So what I'm on right now is there's a little trail here. It goes down to an old dump, and a lot of people like to dig bottles down here. And so over the past couple years, there was a little bit of trail here, and this is all new trail that I established, and this is from one end. Going down in here. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I just haven't got around to it. So then this trail comes out just to, I don't know, I guess we call it the lower piece of lawn, right? But then, last year or so, I started working on this little piece of trail. And this goes down behind the old dump. And I literally never went down behind the old dump. Even as a kid, I never explored down here. But there was, you know, a bit of a deer trail, and, you know, did a little clearing here and there. Made this little piece of, see, you can see right there, there was a tree right here in the middle of my trail. I took that out, used that for firewood. I took out a lot of other little, there's another one that was a dead standing. That was locust, all locust down in here. Odd cherry once in a while. Making this little path. There's one that I cut down. It was dead standing, so I just went ahead and cut it down so it wouldn't fall. I'll cut that up. Here, the little path goes right over top of the root of this tree. So watch your step there. There's another little tree. That was right in the middle of the trail. There's a reason for making this trail. You know, making my environment, this woods is my environment, while having this trail where I can go all the way down in here, it's made my environment better. And I just love what I'm doing down here. So, right here, some pieces of cherry. That's where I ended last year. So, I'll get them out of here this spring yet. And you can see in there, see that cherry laying there horizontal? It's off the ground. Yeah, that's on the neighbor's property. There's a property line right in between us and that cherry laying down. And I asked the neighbor, and I can cut that up, and we'll make nice firewood. So now we're getting down to more of why I don't know what's so good about this. So last year I was down here, and you see that big maple tree right there? The sun's behind it right now. Last year I came down here, and this is the end of the limb that broke off of that tree and fell right across there. And I've already bucked it up, cut it into lengths, the 16-inch lengths. And I'm in the process right now of hauling them out with my log arch. And I'll show you more about that in a minute. And then I came down here a week later, and this limb had broken off of that maple tree. So I hauled out one load out of there this morning. I gotta take my time and cut this up and get this down and hauled out without getting hurt. It's on the hillside, it could roll and blah blah blah. So I got all these rounds, and what I do is put them in between this grapple here, tongs, and then I pull them out. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you've seen this old trusty tractor before. 12 horsepower, wheel horse, 1973 Ryder. And I just enjoy the heck out of running that. Just put a new battery in it. So I'm going to get a round hooked up in the log arch and just show you what that looks like. And we'll keep moving here. Alright, so I got that round hooked in there with those tongs. I got to use another little piece of wood to drive those tips of the tongue in there. Something I discovered this year. This is big round for this machine. This is where I would normally hang it, but I found out if I hang it way down in here in the crotch of these tongs, I gain a lot, like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 inches, so I can get this round completely off the ground and not drag it, and it stays steady. It works really good that way. So I'm going to leave the camera running. I'm going to try to run the camera with one hand and run the log arch with the other and get it hooked up to the tractor. You know, so now it's just a big lever. Stand back here and you can see it. Now it's just a big lever. Yeah, you probably call it a fulcrum, and all I gotta do is pull that handle down. It's gonna lift that right off the ground. You got these 2 links rigged up here. I slip it right over top of that pin there, and then put a little keeper in there to keep it. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. I feel, let's do it this way. I might have to set the camera down for a second. Here we go. So, gonna lift that log right there weighs at least 150, maybe closer to 200 pounds. And I can lift it effortlessly. Right? Now, I gotta get this chain on that pin right there. Let's see if I can do it. It's actually pretty easy to move that log. Trying to film and do something at the same time. There we go. I don't know if you saw that. And I put those two washers and that little keeper on there. We're good to go. This is way off of the ground. It's cradled in the top of the log arch. And I can pull that out now. That little tractor can pull this out, no effort whatsoever. So up there ahead of me, you can see where I cleared more trail. That's the biggest part of what I did this spring to get this wood out. I only had to clear, I don't know, 40 feet. You know, it really wasn't a lot of clearing. This whole little clearing here was already here. So I didn't have to clear hardly anything down in here. It wasn't a terrible amount of work to clear it to make this happen. And now I like my environment, have fun, drive my little tractor, pull out the wood. All right, I got up here, tractor and the log arch. There's the other, I got 4 pieces up already. You know, this one round will make at least 30 pieces of firewood. It's amazing how much wood is there. And so now all I do, unhook this. Real easy. It's like no effort at all to run this handle. And then real easy, I mean real easy, push this round back in here until I'm ready to split it. I get that on film. Real easy. Pack this round in here, lift it up, get the log arch off of there, pop these tongs right off, put these tongs back on the hook without pinching your fingers. Hook the log arch back up to the tractor. Put my little washer on there. And a little keeper. Ready for another load. So there you go. Working in my environment. Feeling good about getting my wood out for the next winter. Just really enjoying the day. Love my little tractor. I drink all my water, so I'm going to take a little break, go get some more water. So remember, folks, keep working on your recovery. Get into an environment that you like, whether it's in the woods, a nursing home, a restaurant, your backyard, someplace you really like to be. And then, you know, do something to make your environment better. Enjoy it, right? And that improves your wellness, which in turn helps your recovery from mental illness. Can't be depressed in the woods. All right, have a great day. Don Weber, Forest Recovery.